watching Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
The opinions expressed in the following programs are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers Cable or Rogers TV.
Hello, and welcome to the Yard of Culture. My name is Althea Alli. I'm the host of the show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today we have in our studio Gurmant Singh. Welcome, Gurmant. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
So, Gurmant, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Gurmant Singh. I live in Kalgar Sahib Gurdwara Mono. So here I used to talk about all Sikh community activities around, so that everybody should know about what's going on in different county about the Sikh culture. So I usually pray for the people.
Awesome.
And for the welfare of everyone. No question of caste, creed, color. Everybody is welcome to our place, and they can have free food anytime. So that's one of the part of the Sikh culture, that we offer food to everyone. Yeah, anybody, whether hungry or not, if they need, they are welcome anytime. And we all the time ready to help anyone in the community as a whole.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That is absolutely amazing. So tell us about, a little bit about the Sikh culture. I know you have stated a few things about it as well. So, how does, since you have moved up here to Dufferin County, and where were you originally from?
Basically, I am from back home, India, Punjab. So I migrated to Canada in 2000. And first I landed in Mississauga. So I lived there. So usually I had a very good rapport with the Sikh cultural activities in back home as well. And when I landed in Canada, so I joined so many groups over here. So they wanted to learn about martial arts of the Sikh culture, and which I had a proficiency in that one. And then the religious prayers, the actual how it should be done in a way, and how we can help each other as a whole.
And when did you move to Dufferin County?
Dufferin County, I moved in about 2018.
I think that was the first time I actually met you.
Yes.
And I think it's very, very important to have different cultures and religions represented in our community, or growing community of Dufferin County and of Caledon. And I think it's so important to have you as a leader to really show the community what the Sikh culture is about, what the Sikh religion is about, and to also welcome others and to show and be a leader and an example in the Sikh community. That's incredibly important. I know we have some pictures that you had provided with us that we're able to share on the screen here.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about this picture?
Yes, this is the picture of last 2 years. We used to host the flag, Sikh Heritage Flag. So which is April is the month of the Sikh Heritage Month.
Yes.
Federally, it is in Canada all over celebrated. So as a whole, the Sikh community representatives from different walks of life, then we host a Sikh heritage flag in different counties, different towns, just as Mono, Shelburne, Orangeville, and Amaranth as well.
Yes.
And so now people want to know much more about us. So we used to go to different interfaith communities as well. And then we talk about the Sikh culture over there. The Sikh Heritage Month is celebrated when the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Gurmant Singh Ji, he raised Khalsa.
Okay.
Khalsa means pure ones.
Pure ones.
Yes, pure ones means spiritually, mentally, physically. and they dedicated their life for the well-being of everyone. And they, from different walks of life, they do prayers for everyone and for the welfare of everybody, and provide food at that very moment, free food to everyone on Sikh Heritage Month, and different cultural activities. How in the ancient time, in 1469, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji came to this world, and he was the founder of the Sikh religion, and he propagated the culture of free food. He started it first, all over the world. So now, even in Punjab, the origin of the Sikh faith, where this Golden Temple is situated, more than 100,000 people, they eat free food every day. More than 100,000 from different walks of life.
That's absolutely amazing. And
Yes.
I've often said, and it is very well known, that music, food, and just talking to each other, I think that's really important and really bringing us together as a community. And I think that's incredible that the Sikh community is able to provide that welcoming space to the community for other Sikh members, and for also people who are not from the Sikh religion. I think that's incredibly great.
Yep.
And I believe that we have another photo here. Can you let us know what's happening in that photo?
Yes, this picture is, we had a huge gathering to celebrate the Festival of Colors, which is known as Hola Mahalla. In 1699, when the Khalsa was raised, after that, this function, this celebration is celebrated worldwide. All the Sikhs, they show their mock warfare when they used to fight with the tyrants, then when they used to attack, loot women and all that, and forcibly do so many things. And then Guru Gurmant Singh raised the army of the Nihangs. They are known as Nihangs, just as I am a Nihang. Okay. So that is of Buddha Dal, means carefree, only inclined to God, Almighty God, believe in Almighty God, and believe in the oneness of every human being.
Okay.
Yes, as a human race is one.
That's an
maybe of
incredible thing.
any culture, color, or whatever, from which faith they belong, but they are being respected and protected every way. If they need, we are all the time ready to help them out.
That's incredible. So what does that mean for Dufferin County? Like, what does raising the flag mean for Dufferin County and for yourself? And what does celebrating the Sikh culture and different commemorative dates mean for yourself in Dufferin County?
Okay, well, in Dufferin County, there was not much activity about the Sikh faith. Nobody knows about it. Then, I being over here, I realized this, that we should educate other people as well, so that any kind of misconceptions or whatever, that can be removed. So then we started raising flag ceremony in the different city halls. So when we used to go and talk to the city hall members and the mayors and the other dignitaries, and then we gathered the Sikh community people, those who live, those residents over here. So we can have interaction, and we should know much more about each other to have a more greater identity of ourselves. And then we get a very good response from everybody, from every walk of life, society and all that. Then we used to show our different cultural movements, just as Gatka, let's say an ancient martial act to protect and defend the needy one.
I find it so interesting when you do talk about it. I mean, I've spoken to you on a number of occasions, and I was so happy when I was able to attend the very first flag raising in Shelburne.
Shelburne, yes.
And it's incredible to just learn about the different cultures, the different religions, and I find it so amazing that you're able to, talk about it and make it, again, I often talk about the safe space, and I often talk about, education is so important when it comes to really breaking down those barriers.
Yes.
Because prior to knowing you, I would say I didn't really know much about the Sikh community or the Sikh culture. I've learned quite a bit, and I've actually learned from one of the community members in Shelburne. Her name is Aman. She was actually the first one that was at the Shelburne flag raising ceremony.
Yes.
I know she had brought it to the Shelburne Council.
Yes.
And I was so fortunate to attend that and to learn, a lot about the Sikh religion. And it is great. The principles are absolutely amazing, and I see with every religion, the commonality that we all have is the acceptance of everyone. And again, going back to food, is shared amongst everyone. It's where we all come together.
Yes.
Music is shared, and it's where we all come together. Yeah. There's different styles of it, but it's common in every religion. It is how we celebrate with each other.
Yes.
I know I just recently attended one of your events that you had, and that was so amazing, talking to everyone and learning more. You learn so much when it's in every person that you talk to. And I found that with the Sikh culture and the Sikh religion is, very much that openness and that, that willingness to share and invite.
Oh, yes.
And I for one, appreciate that a lot.
Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. So in this way, whatever we celebrate, and we invite different kinds of people, everyone, from Christian community, from Muslim community. Our doors are open for everybody. In our Sikh culture, there is no kind of any different thought about anybody. So being oneness, believer of the oneness of God, so we invite everybody. We don't see the color and caste and all that. So then we have a holy recital that is known as Kirtan. So which gives you solace to your spirit, mind. If you have some different kind of thoughts going on, stressful and all that, when you come there, then the holy recital is very meditative.
Yes, it is. It's very calming.
Yes, very, very, very calming. Yeah, when you listen to it, it's not very high tone or whatever. It's so cool. It's rhythmic in rags. It is known as rags. Rags, some classical rags. People know about it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is this kirtan is sung in that. It is written in Guru Granth Sahib. It is Guru Granth Sahib is such a holy script of the Sikhs, which contains 1430 pages, and its versions. It appeals to every human being that we should be very righteous, and we should do best of the deeds, and we should be all the time ready to help everyone.
That's incredible, and it's great that you're able to share this with us today and share this with the community. That's absolutely amazing. So I thank you so much for coming out today and talking about this and being so open to sharing about your religion and about your culture.
Yes.
I know we're going to take a short break, but after the break we'll talk about the interfaith and talk about different ways that you've been involved in the community.
Yes.
And how Sikhism and the Sikh religion has been more profound in Dufferin County.
Yes, sure.
So join us after the break for more information on the Sikh religion and the Sikh community.
Yes, thank you.
This is Rogers TV.
Hello and welcome back to the Art of Culture. I'm your host, Althea Alli. For those who are joining us for the first time, I'm in the studio with Gurmant Singh. Gurmant is a leader in the Sikh religion and culture, and he was, talking to us about some of the things that he's been able to accomplish in the Dufferin County community, and some of the things that the Sikh community has done in the community as a whole to make sure that it's inclusive and teaching about the Sikh culture. I know you had participated in the interfaith, which is, what month is that?
It was February.
February?
Yes.
Okay. I know we do have a picture from the event. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to just let us know what's happening there?
Yes, well, this was the Interfaith Harmony Week. Especially the discussion was on the hunger and what different faiths do for the people.
Okay.
To fight the hunger and the food crisis. So all the Muslim communities, Jewish and Christians and Hindus and from different walks of the other religions, they all get together in Mississauga.
Okay.
So that week was very special. So it is that is United Nations Harmony Interfaith Week. So we all were there. So I was being from the Sikh community, I was invited as well. So they had our views about what the different faiths are doing for the general human beings to fight the hunger. So then, according to the Sikh, everybody, they had their own views, whatever their religion says, to help others.
Okay.
And to fight the hunger. Then we, according to the Sikh religion, our first Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he distributed 20 at that very time 20 rupees food products to those who were really very hungry, and which his father gave him the money, $20 to him to spend it for the business and bring something for home. But when he saw the hungry saints sitting over there and they had no food at all, they said, "Why you are sitting like that?" Then he asked, then those saints said, sadhus said, "We are hungry, we need food only." He said, "Okay." Then he spent those $20 and gave the food to them, but never did any kind of other business. And then he said, this process will go on for ages, and still it is going on. In the Sikh community as a whole, wherever you go into the gurdwaras, in all over the world, you will find 24/7 the free food process that is known as langar for everyone, maybe from any walk of life, especially for the hungry people. Our different Sikh groups, just as Khalsa, they go to every natural calamities, just as floods, earthquakes, they all the time go and give free food to them. So okay. Yes, that is one of the best everybody knows in this world nowadays. The Khalsa, they are basically from England, and they have their organization over here in Canada. In Dufferin County, before this was nothing, no one knew all about this thing. And then when we came here in 2018, so we started this place, Akalgad Sahib, in Mono, Highway 10 Mono.
Yeah.
So we felt that our community is growing, Sikh community is growing over here in this region.
Yeah.
So then the kids had to go to all the way down to Brampton to say their prayers and have their rituals done religiously. And culturally also, the kids, they want to learn some Punjabi culture as Bhangra, the dance, and you might have seen in the different cultural events.
Yes, I have. I was,
And ladies, they do Gidda, And that is a Punjabi way of Sikh way of style, how they beat drums, make merry may go and the happiness, and just as different in jazz and different items. But this is played with a different way with the tolls, big, huge drums, played with both hands and all that. And then different dresses, colorful dresses. When the harvest season comes, then they make merry-go, they dance in a special, particular, very different steps and all that, which fascinates everybody. So
it is quite fascinating.
It is, yeah.
Like I think you play such an important part in, families and youths, and you must be so proud of, being able to be in a position of having that impact on youths and having that impact on families. And, again, you've played such an important role in bringing that to Dufferin County, especially to, to the community, yes, to make sure people are informed, yes, about the Sikh values, about, yes, the Sikh religion, about the Sikh, culture. Yeah. And especially you further played an important role into making sure that Sikhs in the community have a place that they can go and they can worship. Yes. They have a leader that they can reach out to. Yeah. What does that mean to you to be a leader in this community? What does that mean?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I have got a chance to talk to and serve the community as a whole. So I wish that our coming generations, kids especially, they shouldn't get to any kind of wrong path. Sometimes kids go to drugs or some other things. I wish, being a representative of Sikh community over here in Dufferin County, so especially in Dufferin County and the surrounding areas, we should be able to propagate to the kids and other people, even the mature people too, so that we should refrain from all the bad deeds or whatever, and we should be righteous on our way to help others in a right way, and pray in such a way that which will help you spiritually and morally be strong to help the community in the Dufferin County as a whole.
And I think that just speaks to more of that community, supporting each other as a community, coming together as a community.
Yes.
And I think that's so important because and families, they want to see that the community that they're moving into is diverse, that is supportive, yes, is nurturing,
yep,
and that they can have their representation in that community. And I think that you do have another photo that we're able to share and that you're able to talk about. I think this was from the Interfaith?
Yes, this is from the Interfaith. So there I'm explaining how our community, Sikh community, is very well knitted to help others, to have food drives and all that, and bring foods for other people also. Maybe from Muslim community, Jewish community. We are all the time open. We don't have a one day, but we are 24/7. Even in the midnight, if somebody is required, I remember one time, some people they came from US, but they find a Gurdwara somehow. They knocked my door at, I think, 11:45. I said, okay. They said, we have lost. I said, okay, come in, no problem. First of all, I asked them the food because the doors were open. They were so much confused and nervous. So I gave them space, which is being followed in our religious practice. So we should be helpful to them. So I helped those ladies and family members, and they got them the food. Where they were so happy and thankful early in the morning. Then they left when they find out the real things where they are. They even didn't know where they were. So this is wherever the Sikh flag is there, orange color flag or blue color flag. So that represents that the Sikh religious practice are being done over here. So there you can have food, shelter. If you need any kind of help, you will be provided. And being the representative on that very interfaith meet, So I try to explain my best that how we are all the time there. Even sometime we had in the COVID time, people lost their jobs. Many people, kids especially.
Yeah.
Those students.
It's a tough time for families.
Yes. Our community, they collected money, they collected some finances, and gave them financial assistances also, just for rent for 2 months or 3 months, so that they can make their bread go on.
That's amazing. That is so helpful to a family that that is struggling to know that they have that support there. It doesn't matter whether you're from the Sikh community or
other
not.
communities.
So that you're able to assist. That's incredible.
International students, we help them at that very time, and we are thankful to God Almighty or our gurus, those who taught us to be all the time for the humanity.
And I think that's such an important lesson, and that we as a community can learn. That to, be able to be thankful that we are able to receive help, and that there are people there who are able to help us, and to also pay it forward. To not forget that you did get that help, and when you see someone struggling, to reach out to help them. Because often I think that we have come, we're in this mind frame that, that's your problem, I don't have to deal with that, and we're so cut off, and it builds for that, separation. And I guess also going through that COVID time, it was such a tough time for everyone.
Very tough time.
And it's a time that I think that we kind of learned a little bit how to come back together, how to help one another, how to open up. So I don't think everything was bad from COVID, if I can say that.
But overall, the situation was very stressful at that very time for everyone. Most of the people, they lost their jobs. Some people, they lost their businesses. So whatever our Sikh community collectively, we have one financial source, donation source, that is known as Daswand. Daswand means, in Punjabi it is Daswand, but in English it is the 10th part of our earnings. Whatever we earn, so 10th part is being donated to the house of Gurus in the Sikh culture.
That's an amazing motto. And that in turn is then what helps others.
Others, yes. With that money, we help others. For food, for shelter, for clothes, even whatever they need sometime, whatever we can do, we do.
I know, in the Christian faith, we have that as well as our offerings, and we do.
And in every religion, something is there.
I think that that's so incredible, like that in every religion that we do have that similarity, and that, again, something that brings us together. So, we just have a few seconds left, but if you could just share just a short message that you have for the community.
Well, for all the communities, those who are living in a different county and the surrounding areas, I would like to say them, they are all the time welcome to our place, Gurdwaras, or then they can have free food, they can enjoy with us, they can have kirtans for salvation, and we are all the time there to help them. And they should always be very cooperative to each other.
Thank you so much.
All the communities. They should be
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are welcome. My
that's
pleasure.
Incredible, and I can truly say that I have felt that with you since I've known you. That welcomeness and that that value, that appreciation.
Thank you.
So that's amazing, and I thank you so much for being in the studio here and sharing with our community.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdsville, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario.